What's up, Elko? What's up, Tulu? I ripped my pants! SpongeBob, I ripped my pants! Ah! Oh, yeah. So, let me show you what I'm doing, and then we're going to finish up. And then, what's that chicken you have on the rotisserie? All right. So, I'm putting the bed on the rotisserie. What's up, big fish? What's up, bro? So, I had to make this upright and in this particular angle to grab these two body bolts on both sides. So I'm welding that piece of angle to that upright to grab these two body bolts, and I'll be good. I think it'll be all right. That'll be fine. Normally I run a tube all the way across. Usually I run a tube from here to here and then build uprights, but I think it's gonna be all right because, I mean, if it acts weird, what I'll do is I'll just come off of this tube right here and grab this body bolt right there, because there's only 4 body bolts. So, I mean, this rotisserie, you can bolt a 65 Mustang up to the front, where the front bumpers bolt up on a unibody car like a 65 Mustang. You take the front bumper off and put these in the front bumper holes, and then there's a plate that you take the back bumper off and you bolt the plate to where the bumper goes, and you can pick the whole car up and rotate the car 360 degrees. That's a fact. That's a fact. So let me set this down for just a second. Y'all hang tight. I got to get one thing out of the building, and then I'll be right back. So y'all hang tight. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh yeah, let me turn this welder off. Oh yeah, man. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this type of work, you need to spend the money. You need to spend the money and buy a rotisserie because like I say, if you're gonna do this type of work, you need to buy a rotisserie. What's up? Eduardo, I think that's how you say that, I don't know. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're almost up to 4,000. So, it's lunchtime. We're gonna eat a little bit. I'm gonna finish welding that back corner. And then we're gonna check it. We're gonna check it together and see what it does. Yeah, it's like my 8 o'clock wake up call this morning, right? If you missed the 8 o'clock wake up call this morning, that's what it's about. It's about, let's think about it in simple terms, right? Everybody's played Monopoly, right? Everybody's played Monopoly. Everybody in Monopoly wants to get Park Place and Boardwalk. No, you can have it. So if you was to play Monopoly and the only thing you was to do is go around and round and round and round and not buy no properties, and don't invest in yourself to generate income, only thing you're doing is going around the table, trying not to land in jail, collecting $200 and paying rich people what you owe them. And that's what you're doing, going around and around and around and around. And there's a lot of people in life that does the exact same thing. They get up, they go to work, they clock in, they clock out, they go home. They get home. On the way home, they try not to go to jail. And then they pay their bills. And then they go back to work on Monday. So a lot of people take life like Monopoly. Are you just existing or are you living? What do you mean, Jay? Well, are you buying properties? Are you buying stuff to, there's like 20 companies right now that pay dividend checks. Pepsi Cola, there's a bunch of them, right? That pay dividend checks, right? If you don't want to buy other stuff. But the thing about Monopoly is you buy the properties, you put houses, you put hotels, and then you sit back and you just collect your money, right? Right? There you go. Okay? What's up? That says 85 Cuddy. What's 85? Who, is that a new person? We got an 84 Cuddy. Now do we got an 85 Cuddy? So now we got an 84 Cuddy and an 85 Cuddy? So if I'm playing Monopoly, I'm buying the 3 greens, the 3 yellows, the 3 reds, and then I'm just going to sit back. Then I'm going to buy all the electrical, and then I'm going to buy all the railroad. And then I'm just going to sit back and let it do its thing. So let it do its thing. Got to invest in yourself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Elko, you got to invest in yourself. No, I've been watching you for months. Well, have you hit that subscribe button? Well, 85 Cuddy, we have an 84 Cuddy too. We have an 84 Cuddy that has an 84, he has an 84 Cutlass, 4-door, named Sparrow. So, well, I appreciate that. Living paycheck to paycheck ain't life. Yeah, TJ, hey, we've all done it. I've done it. We all guilty of it. We all guilty of it. Including myself. Including myself. Yeah, he's got a 4.8. Yep, that's right, TJ. Yeah, 84 cut, he got a 4.8. So, my question is, are you living, or are you just existing, or are you living? Are you playing Monopoly? Or are you just existing? Going to a 6-0 next. Good deal. Hey, TJ. TJ, you still on here? TJ. TJ. Here's just something to look up, TJ. Here's just something to look up. Look up do line. Do. D-E-W. Line. L-I-N-E. Since you like doing research and looking at stuff like I do, look up when the do line was invented and established, and look up why the do line was established, and then get back to me on that. Do, D-E-W, line. I'll tell you when it was established, in 1958. I'll tell you that part. And then look and see, and then get back to me. All right. I'm gonna go over here and weld this last piece. Take my buggy out from underneath it. And then see what we got. All right. Everybody good on that? And I'm gonna find a place to put the camera. There's a bucket. Hurry up, grab a bucket. Man, it's supposed to be pretty all week. It's supposed to be pretty all week. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's supposed to rain. I don't know what happened, gang. I don't know what happened, people. All right. We're going to weld this last one. And then, we're going to weld this last one. We're going to see. We're going to see what it does. We'll see what it does. Woo. Whether it's wrong or right, we're going to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. on payday, baby. Let go. Ha ha! Don't do it. Woo. Oh, you get a line, I get a pole, honey. You get a line, I get a pole, baby. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go down that hole, baby. It looked like he's smoky. Smokey Robinson. Smoke him if you got him. Let's go right on over here. There you go, TJ. Hey, was it invented to detect, or was it invented to keep us out? That is the question, TJ. My question is, why? My question, TJ, is, well, you ain't got no sound? Is there sound? Hey, is there sound? Can y'all hear me? Okay. All right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Well, Dillard put music. I didn't know if there was sound. I didn't know if there was sound. Hey, TJ, answer me this. Why did 150 countries sign the no flyover treaty? That is another question. Now, once I get this thing, whoa. Now, once I get this thing off and get it down, then I'll level it. So, right now, we just gotta get her off of there. taking it down easy. I said I was taking it down easy. Oh. You gotta get these things in, you gotta get them in sync. If you don't get them in sync, they won't come down at the same time. They get in a bind. That's the only bad thing about it. There she goes. Oh, let's see. Always, hold on. Let's see. Open skies, treaty, president. Yep. I don't know why, but when I see a roll call, if that's the case, why are so many errors? Always, I saw you come on, so I thought I'd drop in sell. I went back into work. I appreciate it. Okie dokie, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So now I gotta, see, now I have to, I'll have to adjust this, all right? So, now how, I won't be able to, I won't bore you online to do this, but let me show you. So the reason why it's more on that side than it is this side is because I didn't really, you see my tubes? See this tube right here? I got less room on this end, then I got less on this end. Think about a seesaw. So I need to loosen up this, right? And I need to drive this that way, right? The only complaint that I have on this machine is two things. One, it's powder coated. I should have just bought one not powder coated, just raw metal, and just spray it down with WD-40 or something. The second thing is that these tubes right here have a seam in them, right? They're not seamless tubing, right? So there's a weld seam when this thing was put together. And you see that scratch right there? That is for me driving that on there. And you literally have to drive that some gun on there with a hammer. And you have to spray it down. You have to spray it down with a little bit of lube. And then it don't help that it rusts a little bit. And I would much rather have it in raw metal than powder coated. And also this has got a seam in it, so when you drive it across there, it's like dragging it. It's like a ditch, you know what I'm saying? But this is how this thing works, is you pull this lever. Now they have some that's a little bit more expensive than this. That has a gear, and then it has a crank, and then one end is an idler, and then the other end is a crank where you crank it, and it's gear driven, and you can rotate this thing 360 degrees after you get it jacked up real high. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people use these things to flip cars upside down to put headliners in cars. I promise, it's just crazy. All right, so this is a Titan 4500, meaning it'll hold 4,500 pounds, if you believe it or not. But like I said, I just wanted to jump on here, show you all this. Freeze off would help with lubrication. Yeah, somebody else told me about that too, TJ. I got some different stuff down here. What is it? Knock 'em Loose by CRC. I haven't tried that yet. But you've seen how many times I've adjusted different vehicles on here. So basically, you have to get these even, and then that will level this up. There's some guys that don't even deal with that. Some guys will put like a hook here and then go down with a ratchet strap and pull the ratchet strap. I know some guys that will take ratchet straps and hook to this and then hook to the bottom of the body, like right there, and then put the ratchet strap to get it where it's level. But here's the problem with that. If you get it level, right, where it's completely balanced, it takes a little bit of time. You can do this with a whole car too. I mean, I had this 68 GTO on this too. Once you get it level, where it will just sit there and it's not laying to the side like that, you see how it's leaning? It's got that Cadillac lean to the left. Once you get it level, right? Level this way and level this way. You can literally come over here, unlock this, right? One person, unlock this, go to the back, unlock this one, take this rod, take that rod and put it in there, and you can literally rotate this thing by yourself. That's the whole reason of having it level, because see right now it's favoring to the passenger side, right? If I was to pull this pin, the weight of this thing's gonna make it swing around. Just think about a seesaw. High enough, and you pull the pin, and this thing swings around, and this side is close to the ground. Guess what's gonna happen? Bam! That's gonna hit the ground. So, yeah, it's got that gangster lean, don't it? Yeah, it got that gangster lean, all right. So, I guess this will be like part one, I guess. So, like I said, I'll get it level, and then I'll make sure everything's good. I'll rotate it, make sure everything's good to go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the 68, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna take this bed, I'm gonna pull it down there on the runway, and I'm gonna start pressure washing this thing, and I'm gonna pressure wash all this dust and stuff off, and then I'm gonna wipe everything down with Comic, and then let it dry, and then hopefully I'll take these off, and then hopefully, I'm hoping by the end of the week I can have this thing painted. That's the goal anyway. That's the goal. Oh yeah, and somebody asked me how did I have that roll pan fastened? Nut inserts. They work really good. Really good nut inserts. So, I just want to get on here. I'm going to try to keep these lives like 30 minutes. So this one's been 30 minutes. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. It's free, I promise you. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. And I greatly appreciate it. And remember what I said, boys and girls? I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch before sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.